St. John beat 06, and the Stony played Eagles 2. St. John has won the Allen Cup.
The St. John Flames have won the Calder Cup. Let the celebration begin.
The St. John Sea Dogs have won the President Cup for the first time ever.
For the first time ever, a team from the Maritimes have won the MasterCard Memorial Cup. Their mission is accomplished.
Back-to-back President Cups for the Sea Dogs. They have punched their tickets to the Memorial Cup.
The St. John Sea Dogs have swept the Armada and have won the 2017 President Cup. They're going to Windsor.
Not all champions hoist trophies. Our region is filled with champions. People fighting for others. Champions of causes and standing up for what's right. Community champions, proud of where they call home. Not all champions look the same, but they share one thing in common: belief. Belief that together we can accomplish anything, even the improbable. Some people call it the Loyalist City. Others call it Port City. Call it what you want. But we who live here know we are a city of champions.
Please welcome your host for this evening, John Quinn.
Evening, everyone, and welcome to the 17th annual Sea Dogs Banquet. What a night we have in store for you. 12 awards to give away in celebration of this amazing team and this amazing season. At this point, you may have opened your t-shirts I threw out and realized those aren't Sea Dog shirts. I brought those from home and I do need those back. For those of you who don't remember me, I was Fleaburn from 2012 to 2015, and now I'm back, and I'm hosting the Sea Dogs Award Banquet. Dreams really do come true. I left the team 6 months ago to pursue a new career, and you may have seen in the news, big news about my job. The company went bankrupt, and I was... Don't laugh. I had to go on EI for a period of time. It was great, honestly. If you can't work, I wouldn't. But I haven't been with the team in quite some time, so I do need a little bit of a refresher. If you can just fill in the blanks here for me. Is the head coach still Gerard Gallant? No? Okay, all right. I can throw out all the waiting for a cab jokes and turkey impressions, okay? It's not... what's his name? Josh, is it? Oh, no, 44 wins this season. Okay, not him. It must then be, do we see? Oh, it gets worse. It must be this tall glass of water over here. Is that Gordy Dwyer I see? Congratulations, Gordy, on your season so far. Now, Gordy joined the team just before I left. I think my leaving was actually part of his contract. I had the privilege of speaking with him a few times before my departure, But one moment in particular really stuck with me, and I knew from that moment that this team was destined for success under his tutelage. We were at Tondi's as part of my going away festivities, and most everyone had sort of left that part of the night, but Gordy was still there, sitting across from me at the table. It was late. We were talking about the season to come, and training camp had just started, and all of our hopes and aspirations for the year, and Gordy said my name, John. And I knew at that point that this was going to be something important. And I leaned in closely, and he stared. You've seen his eyes. He stared directly into my soul. And the whole restaurant around us became silent. And he said to me, and I'll never forget it. He said, "Do you know where the washroom is?" I get chills now just thinking about it. But what a season the team is having. Now 12 straight wins with just 3 games to go. With so many changes since I left just 6 short months ago. There's a new press box at TD Station, new assistant coach Travis. Hello, Travis. I can't see anyone. I'll just wave in general. New records being broken. A pretty much whole new team as of December, so that was great. Brian Fleming has a girlfriend now. And the biggest one, of course, the St. John Sea Dogs will be hosting this year's Memorial Cup presented by Kia. This is a great time to mention a few rules for tonight. At no point tonight should you rush the stage and strike the host, regardless of what I say. Much like other award shows, we also have a musical cue in place if a speech is going too long. So if you hear the following song, just know it's time to wrap it up. Zach, we can play that. So that's your cue to just get off stage. How about all these records being broken this year? You can see the banners around the stage in the lobby. Jeremy Poirier set now the new record holder for most career points by a defenseman. William Villeneuve set the new record for most career assists by a defenseman. Andre set the new record for most nights slept at the office with 43. For those of you who don't know, Andre is the queen of Memorial Cup planning, and she's so busy, in fact, now that she refuses to return my calls. So thank you, Andre. I'm kidding. We worked very closely together for over 5 years, and when I heard the team won the bid for the Memorial Cup, I was just beyond happy that I wasn't working with you anymore. So that was perfect. I'm just kidding, Dre. I can't see your smile. I'm sure I could hear your voice. But we actually have the chance now to work together again because I need your help on stage. So let's put our hands together for Andre. She's going to come up on stage and help me out with something. Oh yeah, walk slow. She has no idea what this is about. How about just right here? That'd be perfect. No touching. So Andre is all about fan experience, making sure the fans have the best time possible. You saw I brought out t-shirts earlier. Again, I do need those back. But I wanted to make this a fun celebration, very much like a hockey game. Don't peek. And at a hockey game, of course, we have signs. So Andre has prepared some signs here. Don't worry, Andre, I wouldn't do that to you. So why don't you hold these up and we'll go through them quickly. Perfect. I'll pull them just a little closer. A little closer. Yeah, perfect. So Andre, a big wordsmith, as we all know, great with words. So the first one here, player specific, and I'll hand these out to the crowd if anyone's a fan. This one is, it hurt to be's this good. It hurt to be's this good. So if there's any Hurt to Bees fans, you can come up and grab this one. I'll gladly you, sir. There, perfect. We'll dish those out. As Billet Mother wants it, $5 going once. So our next one, I know that the players obviously young, athletic, attractive men, a lot of groupies out there. So Andre started her own one here for a particular player. We're going to call this one Brady's Ladies. So, Brady's Ladies. So Brady, if you want that one. I think 2 years ago, I actually told Brady that group existed. And I was like, they come to every game, man. They sit in the same section and they cheer for you. And he definitely believed it. All right, next up. Don't worry, there's not too many men. Our next one, this is for fans. Now, our fans are the bedrock of the team. They are everything. And there's nothing fans love more than when they come to a game or they're talking about the tickets to let us know that they've had this seat since the Flames. So if there's anyone that wants to hold up that sign that you've had the seat since the Flames, Andre's going to autograph that one. Perfect. All right, this final one, this is a bit of self-indulgence here. This one's for me, if you remember my catchphrase. Let's go. Andre, why did you make that sign? Well, don't be ashamed now. You just showed it to everyone. Wow. Deplorable. Can we get the cameraman up here to take a quick picture of that? Perfect. That's all, Andre. Thank you so much for your help. In terms of awkward segues, this one tops the list. At this time, I'd like to welcome a man whose midnight calls I do not miss. He's a ball hockey addict, the Mississauga Whiz Kid, the leader of the 2022 Memorial Cup presented by Kia, president and general manager of the St. John Sea Dogs, Mr. Trevor Georgie.
Oh, John. How do you follow that? Well, welcome, everybody. Having fun so far? I always knew John would make a better stand-up comic than an office worker, so it's great to see him performing here tonight. We've been apart for a while, haven't we? Right? Yes. We've been apart for a while. Anyone remember the last Sea Dogs Awards banquet? Yes, some do. It was a while ago. It was before this thing called the pandemic. March 11th, 2019. So we all know what's happened since March 11th, 2019. We all know the world has changed. We're not going to get into all of that. We'd be here for a while, but I thought it'd be fun to get into how the Sea Dogs have changed since that date. What has changed? What that looked like back on March 11th, 2019. So our last gala, our 19-year-olds this year, Brady, Josh, Will, JP, and Charlie, who were here from that year, were 16-year-old rookies. Now they have facial hair. It's impressive. Very impressive. Really, really impressive. Michael Campoli was our top defenseman that year, back when he was a hockey player and not a celebrity chef, which he's moonlighting as now. William Dufour was playing for Chicoutimi. And so this year, I think Will is at, where's Will? There. I think Will is at 53 goals this year. And that year, he had a total of 9 goals. So yes, he's come a long way. Absolutely. Noah Patnaud and Vincent Despont were both still considered Swiss back then, which is good. We keep that secret. If you remember correctly, earlier that year, the U17s were here at TD Station. Yes, remember that? It was a good tournament. Jan Kuznetsov won gold here at TD Station. A 16-year-old Jan Kuznetsov won gold here. Yes. He told me earlier tonight that all he does is win gold, so it's a big year at TD Station here tonight. The Memorial Cup was weeks away back then on March 11th, 2019. The Memorial Cup was in Halifax that year, and this year, weeks away, right here in St. John, New Brunswick. Since 2019, thinking of alumni, Joe Veleno and Jakob Zaboral played their first NHL games. Yes? I hear Joe's bill at mum very loudly. Heather, wonderful. Matthew Joseph won not one, but 2 Stanley Cups. This past weekend, Boko Imama, first, yes, absolutely. Boko Imama, first NHL game, and also scored his first NHL goal. Pretty impressive for number 51. Thomas Chabot started earning significantly more than his Sea Dog stipend, signing an 8-year contract with the Ottawa Senators. And currently, Jonathan Huberdeau is second in the league in scoring, leading the NHL in assists, and shattering records as he goes. So very proud of Jonathan and what he's doing. Looking at this team here, this team that you have in front of you, this team that you applauded as they came in, at last Sea Dogs Awards Banquet, March 11th, 2019, we had a grand total of 0 NHL drafted players on that team, and now we have 8. We have an additional, yes, that's worth celebrating, yes. 5 others with NHL Pro Camp experience, and so many in this group already with lots of conversations with head coach Gordie Dwyer, with myself, with our staff, that have lots of NHL and pro interest, not because of individual accolades, because the team's winning. So next year we'll be celebrating even more all those that you'll see in pro hockey. The biggest thing I would say in looking at this group, although there's a lot of individual accomplishment, points, goals, assists, it's really been the team success. It's that this group has realized what it means to be a team, and what it means and how rewarding that is to be a team, how successful you can be as a team, and how everyone benefits when you play as a team. And you're seeing those results, fans, right? Yes. For context, we've had the best second half in the league in terms of win percentage. It's also the best second half. Yes, it's worth applauding. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the best second half in a decade of Sea Dogs hockey. The best since 2012. And a 12-game winning streak to boot by beating our good friends, the Moncton Wildcats. Yes. A few thank yous to help us get to this point. Number one, I want to thank you, our fans. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's not easy. Rebuilds aren't easy. You've stuck with us. Thank you for that. Thank you to our fans. Thank you to our sponsors who have stuck with us. Thank you specifically to Irving Oil and Moosehead, that are founding partners, been here since day one and stuck with us through this. TD signed on to be naming rights partner, and they couldn't have foreseen a pandemic. And TD Station's been dark quite a few nights, and they have stuck with us all the way through because they know that junior hockey and the St. John Sea Dogs are important to St. John. So thank you to them for supporting us. I'm not going to dive into all the names, but I want to thank everyone in our office who digs in every day to raise the money and grow the business to be able to put right back into the team and invest in our hockey players here today. It would be impossible to do it without that effort. It's absolutely spectacular. Scott, who isn't here, but I'm sure is watching live here tonight, his generosity is abundant, and we certainly appreciate that and couldn't do it and couldn't provide our players with the opportunities that they have. Yes. It's great, absolutely. Our billet families and the program led by Krista, it's been fantastic season, but each of these young men have not just billet, they're not just houses they live in, but their homes, their families. And if you're, as you all know, if your at-home life is not comfortable, your on-ice life is probably a challenge. So they provide incredible homes to these young men, and it's a thankless experience, and they just pour their hearts into it. So thank you to our billet families. Before getting to the players, our coaching staff, our team staff, and I will name some names here. Steph, Travis, Brian, Tyler, JK, Terry, Jillian, Jason, Shelley, Brady, Bruce, our team doctors, led by Dr. Maloney, Dr. Manson, Stuart Monroe, and of course, our head coach, Gordie Dwyer. Gordy's has brought an incredible sense of drive, an incredible sense of focus, and an incredible sense of determination to will this team to a championship. And for that, we appreciate you and thank you for taking on this challenge. Tonight's for the players. Tonight's the big night for you. For all of you young men here, some of you will grace the stage tonight and accept individual awards, but it's not about that. I think you've all learned and know that. I want to make something clear on behalf of our players to the fans. Playing hockey is fun. Guys, playing hockey is fun? Yeah. But is playing hockey easy? No. Playing hockey isn't easy. Winning is fun, guys, yes? Yeah. Is winning easy? No, winning is not easy. Hockey is fun, make no mistake about it. Winning is fun, make no mistake about it. Winning is hard. Hockey can be hard. And these young men here, each in their own stories, and some collectively as a team, have gone through that. And just so proud of you guys, of how far you've come and where you guys are at today. Earlier this year, I was speaking to a former player that's playing in the National Hockey League, and he said that he would trade everything he has now to get one more year of junior hockey. One more year to be on the bench with his friends, one more year to be hanging around the room, one more year of just hanging around with his friends in junior hockey. And so what I would encourage you all is, and I guess it's an old saying in hockey, but hockey is a business. I don't really like that saying. Hockey is a business. But it's a business of people. So appreciate those around you. Appreciate those around you. Appreciate your teammates, because one day, shortly, in 75 days, the CHL season is over. Appreciate those in your stall next to you and to the left and to the right of you, because it goes by very, very quick. I'll close on this. You saw the opening video. There's a reason that St. John is a city of champions. There's a reason that this team, that everybody who's gone through a cycle with the St. John Sea Dogs plays in the Memorial Cup. There's a reason that they bring home hardware. It's up to you guys to leave your legacy over the next 75 days. It's up to each of you to leave your mark over the next 75 days and leave to all of us here what we'll remember you by. But for now, congratulations. Enjoy the show. And I have the pleasure of introducing our first presenter of the evening from Pepsi and presenting the Pepsi Top Score Award, Mitch Getson.
Well, thanks, Trevor. I'll try to make this short and sweet, guys. I don't want to have to listen to the boom music come on here. But wow, the last 2.5 years have been crazy. I know as a city, there hasn't been much going on. And finally, when that announcement was made down at TD Station that the St. John Sea Dogs would be hosting the 2022 Memorial Cup, I think it was finally that light at the end of the tunnel that everyone wanted to see. So for the real reason that we're here tonight is to celebrate these young gentlemen's excellence and achievements. And we're here to present the Pepsi Top Score. And this year's nominees are... No nominees, eh? I was told to say that one, so I was kind of worried. All right, this year's winner then is William Dufour. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you got around, when you throw that to the side. When I'm pulling up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I text kick game wireless, throw a stack on the Bible, never Snapchat her to. She fall through plenty, her and all her niggas. Yeah. We at the top, I'm right there all doing it. Yeah. Oh no, I can't with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad.
William just wanted me to let everyone know that he's very happy to receive this award, and he would like to thank his fellow players, coaching staff, his billet family, his family for being here tonight. and all of the people who had assists leading to his 53 goals. Congratulations, Will. Our next award is the Alpine 3 Stars Award. This award is given to the player who accumulates the most 3-star performances during games played. Previous winners of this award include Mike Hoffman, Jonathan Huberdeau, and Matthew Joseph. At this time, please join me in welcoming to the stage from Moosehead Breweries, Brendan Kane.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks, John, for the introduction. And thank you so much for including me in tonight's annual Sea Dogs banquet. My name is Brendan Kane, as John mentioned, and I'm here on behalf of Moosehead Breweries. We are truly proud of our ongoing partnership with the St. John's Sea Dogs organization and honored to take part in this in tonight's award ceremony. With that said, I'll wrap up, as I'm sure no one is here to listen to me talk about beer or my passion for beer. But if you'd like to, I can go on. No? Okay. We'll move on. It's not about me tonight. So with that, we will move on, and I'm proud to present the Alpine 3-Star Award. And there is no nominees to the fine young man, Philip Daowu.
I guess I'll do a little bit something different than Will here, but yeah, again, I just want to say thank you to my family, my billets for taking me in, obviously, and everyone who's helped me out along the way. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations to Philip. As you can see in the lobby, guys, when you walked in here this evening, there have been several records broken this season. In short, it was a bad year to be Jonathan Huberdeau. Recently, the single season assist record previously held by Huberdeau was captured by Josh Lawrence. Josh continues to add to his record, and with 3 games to go, it now stands at 65 assists. Let's take a look at a video tribute for number 18, Josh Lawrence.
Holy shot! Rebound! He takes the ball now back pass and they score! And it's a hot trip for John Lawrence.
Congratulations, Josh. At this time, I'd like to welcome Josh's family and Josh himself to accept commemorative plaque in honor of his record-breaking accomplishment. Our next award this evening is the TD Community Award, presented to the player who makes the biggest impact through his contributions to the community over the course of the season. This often includes public appearances, autograph sessions, and school and hospital visits. Previous winners of this award include Mike Thomas, Brett Gallant, and Spencer Smallman. To present the TD Community Award, please welcome from TD, Dylan Tufford.
Thank you so much. So my name is Dylan Tufford, and I'm the District Vice President for TD here in New Brunswick, and it is an honor to be here. As a representative of TD, usually I am wearing all green, but you know what? There's just something about this team that has me dressed in blue, head to toe, each and every night these days. And so TD is just absolutely thrilled to partner with the Sea Dogs, and I've been nothing but impressed this year from what we've done in the standings to what we've done on the ice, with our fans, and most importantly, within this community. And that's why I'm here. That last one is very important to TD. It's all about what the impact we can have in our communities. And so without further ado, here are your nominees for the TD Community Service Award.
The TD Community Award nominees: William Villeneuve,
Will Villeneuve coming in off the point. Got a feed in the top.
Nick Blagden,
Nick Blagden is getting the first up. And he's going here with Stephen Davis. He's going to try to throw a little body shot there from Davis. He's going to take a couple of hit shots now from Blagden, who's really teed up with that left hand. He's getting some good ones in. The officials trying to get.
Connor Trenholm,
The Trenholm scores! The Trenholm scores! Connor Trenholm, his 8th.
I guess this is all about standing up for your community based on that highlight pack. It is congratulations, Nick Blagden.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming here tonight. You know, I thought I was coming up here for the top scorer award, but I guess I'll just have to take this one. But it's truly an honor. I want to thank my friends and my family, and it's awesome to be here in my hometown. And thanks, everybody, for helping me end the stigma around mental health. Thank you.
Congratulations to Nick. I just had a bit of something. I haven't been out of my house in 2.5 years. And do you guys mind if I wear my mask up here? Is that fine? We cool with that? Good. Okay, cool. It's perfect. I just feel more comfortable and safer just in general. Our next award is the Rookie of the Year award, presented to the first-year player deemed to have been the best performer of the regular season. Previous winners of the award include Chris DiDomenico, Michael Kirkpatrick, and Joe Veleno. Here to present the award, please welcome to the stage World Junior Gold Medalist, Father of the Year, and my personal close friend, Stefan Legion.
You really can't see anything. Obviously, it's an older team, so not too many guys nominated for this award, but anyone coming into the league in their first year, it's always a big adjustment. So for the people that are nominated, congratulations. It was an impressive season. I'm going to save the speech. I know Mike Thomas has a great one written, so without further ado, here's the nominees.
Rookie of the Year nominees: Jacob Chant,
Excellent out for sends it around the board. Build up there, throws it out front, a shot, they score. Jacob Chandler slips it back through.
With him and Jacob Holding looking fiery and scores. Up high on the blocker side. And what a pretty shot and a 4-1 Sea Dogs.
She's waiting down the right wing. Cuts to the middle break. Oh, a shot. And somehow Couture will keep that one out.
It's the body of the Shawinigan for a good solid.
As Husky will roll the puck to the Islanders line no further. Elliott.
Jan Kuznetsov,
He gets off of the shot on the point, and I believe the new Sea Dog has his first goal in the Quebec League.
Wow, 2D, it's hard to pick. I'm going to give it to the guy, well, I'm not going to give it to him, but the team is. He's the fastest skater in the QMJHL, Thomas Couture.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm actually very stressed right now, so thank you to everybody in my great D squad for helping me this year, and thank you for the trade, Trevor. Appreciate it, and thank you.
At this point, the helmet's a good thing. Some of you may recall back in 2019, before, Mike Thomas was inducted into the Sea Dogs Hall of Fame on this very stage. During that a new award was announced, the Mike Thomas Players' Choice MVP Award, as voted on by the players. Previous winners include Zachary Boutillier and Ryan Francis. Here to present his namesake award, please welcome to the stage Sea Dogs Hall of Famer, Mike Thomas.
This is a lot nicer venue than when I played here, that's for sure. I just want to thank Trevor and the Sea Dogs organization for having me back. It's always a pleasure
coming back to St. John after playing here for 5 years. It's definitely a second home to me. And I'm proud to announce the Mike Thomas Player's Choice MVP Award to William Dufour.
I won't do the mistake 2 times, so I'm gonna do a little speech right now. So just thank you everybody to be here tonight. It's very nice for us, and have a good night. Thank you.
Someone watching at home on their stream just got up and hit their TV. Now, as we all know, the Memorial Cup will be hosted here in June, and it's been a long journey for everyone involved. But for 5 young men in particular, that journey started way back in the summer of 2018. I'd like to now invite those men to the stage to talk about the last 4 years of their journey to playing in the Memorial Cup. Please welcome from the 2018 draft class, Brady Burns, Charlie Desroches, Josh Lawrence, Jeremy Poirier, and William Villeneuve. Can I get 2 handheld mics and a Moose Light? 2 handheld mics to the front of the stage. This is the worst semicircle I've ever seen in my entire life. Fire the stage director. All right, first things, bachelor number 1. On our first date, where would we go and why? JP. I kid. I'm glad you sat in more or less draft order. I appreciate that. Will, going back to your draft day, selected 2nd overall by the St. John Sea Dogs, walk us back to that day in 2018, and you're hearing your name called. What did you know about the Sea Dogs? Did you care where you were going, or were you just happy to get drafted? Tell us about that day.
Obviously, it was a pretty special day, and I didn't have any idea coming to this day where I was going to end up with St. John, but obviously it was a great feeling. And remember meeting with Trevor in a restaurant in Magog with him and Anthony, and my parents loved their perspective on all that, and it's been special since, and I really appreciate it. It's been a great 4 years, and looking forward to finish it strong.
Fantastic. Now, to your right there, JP also drafted on the same day, but you and Will, that wasn't the first time you guys had met on that draft day. What was the history between the two of you before meeting kind of up there officially in the box afterwards after being drafted?
Yeah, I think me and Will knew each other before the draft day because we're both 2 defensemen playing in the Quebec leagues when we were younger, and I think it's just always been fun to see him in those Hockey Quebec tournaments or events. So I kind of knew a little bit who he was and on the ice, obviously, but as a person too. So it was great for both of us to be drafted in the same team and continue this journey together.
And Brady, on to you. You were also there on draft day, selected by the St. John Sea Dogs. How happy were you, A, to get drafted, and B, to get drafted to an English team?
Yeah, I'll just skip to be there. I was really excited because I don't have great French, so that was probably the exciting part. But no, yeah, coming to St. John's been awesome, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I've had a blast here, and obviously being with these 5 guys especially has been awesome. And it's coming down to the end here, and it's really exciting to go to the Memorial Cup with this group, and this whole team. So it's exciting.
And we'll skip Josh because he didn't want to go to the draft, and we'll go right to Charlie. I'm kidding, Josh. Don't move. Josh, now not in the same way that DP and Billy had history as adversaries. You and Charlie had some history playing with each other. Talk to me about that before getting drafted, and then did that have any sway in kind of coming to St. John eventually, knowing that that Chucky was going to be there?
Yeah, obviously I've known Chuck for a long time. I was just talking to him yesterday about, it was his birthday yesterday, and we've been together for a lot of birthdays, you know, so it's obviously been cool. Like, we grew up playing together, and the year before we came here, we were at South Kent, so it was cool living with each other. And yeah, on draft day, when I seen we both got drafted to the same team, we actually called each other, like, this is pretty sweet, like, we might actually go. But yeah, it was really fun. I definitely enjoyed coming here. I'm really happy to be going for Memorial Cup in a couple of weeks, so it's good.
Now, Charlie, a little bit after your draft day, you end up signing with St. John. Talk to me a little bit about, you show up to your first training camp in the QMJHL, you see these 4 ugly mugs sitting across from you in the dressing room. What was your feeling for the team that year? Were you just kind of eyes wide and ready to take it all in? Did you think it was, this was going to be the championship year, my first year? Talk to me about the kind of your first foray into the Q.
I mean, they told us how tough it was going to be and how we had to trust the process, but I don't think any of us were ready for that first year. It was a tough year. It was. And we were just little kids back then, so it was a crazy experience, but we've come a long way.
I would agree with that, indeed. Moving right back down the line. Charlie touched on that first year being difficult, but the first kind of 1 to 2 to maybe even 3 years weren't easy for anyone, and not that this season has been easy. But talk to me about some of those, the first couple years. How do you get through the difficult times, especially kind of, are you leaning on these other 5 guys knowing that they're going to be with you there for the long haul?
Yeah, I think it helped, obviously, and as soon as we came into St. John at 16, we created a good bond together, and obviously it's no secret that we each individually had some rough times and some up and down, but to have them today beside me going for the cup is just special, because when we look back and I see these guys that were there for me when it was harder and some of that, and we went through some hard things and all that, and so to be in a winning team this season, especially the second half, has been great to finally can recall what we've been working on for years, so it's really exciting.
Now, Jeremy, for you, in that season, finally making the playoff spot and then clinching a playoff spot, and then the season getting canceled, basically a week later after kind of all the hard times you've been through that first season, finally make the playoffs, first time the team's been in the playoffs in a few years since winning the cup in 2017, and then the season gets cut short. Talk to me a little bit about that kind of struggle. How'd you stay focused, not knowing, is hockey ever going to be back?
Yeah, I think, like you said, our first year, like Charlie said too, was a pretty rough year. I think we had 9 or 10 wins that year, so it's not really good. But the following year, we didn't have a great year either, I think. And the next year after, when we finally made our way to the playoffs, we had a better year, let's say. And we heard that the playoff would be canceled and our season would be shut down. So I think, like the boys said, it was just a matter of just trusting the process. We know with the group of 5 here and all our teammates now, we'd be back there one day. And I think for us, it worked pretty well, and trusting the process. And now we have a winning team, and we're making a run for the cup. So it's been great, and we'll keep pushing till the end.
Fantastic. Now, Brady, coming into this season, before the Memorial Cup is even announced, obviously there's a lot of momentum behind the team, and this is sort of the year to go for it. And then the Memorial Cup gets announced. Does that change the mentality for you guys at all, knowing that you've already punched your ticket to that final game, or is it still business as usual? We got to go out there and do the job.
Yeah, you said it. I kind of think, like, get the Memorial Cup or not, we had the same goal in mind. You know, you don't want to take the backdoor route, so it's kind of always been trying to win the Q finals first for this group, and that's kind of what we still plan to do. And it's obviously gonna be a long road. It's gonna be an exciting battle for us to all go through together as a team. So it's kind of been that the whole way through. So.
And sure. Now, Josh, on to kind of individual accomplishments. We saw the tribute video there earlier. You've taken a record away from Jonathan Huberdeau, who's pretty much in the top 3 in the NHL right now, might win the Hart Trophy, and now you're here taking a record away from him from his time in St. John. Talk to me a little bit about kind of breaking that record. You've got the record. You can now extend it, hopefully a little bit more in the next 3 games. But just talk to me about what that means for you this season.
Yeah, obviously it's a great accomplishment, but I have to thank my teammates. Like it's pretty easy, just pass on the puck, they score. So, well, we have a great team this year. A lot of really good players, a lot of good depth, and it's been really fun to be a part of. Like growing with all these guys. Like I know first half. Just me, a bunch of new guys at Christmas, a lot of new guys coming in, but I feel like we've really grown a lot together, and it's been a really fun journey. So I'm really excited for the group we have, for the playoffs coming up, and it's just been a really great experience this year.
Fantastic. And Charlie, it's a softball for you at the end. People have mentioned, billet families, and they don't entirely know what that means. Oh, okay, the player stays with someone while they're here, but for you and all the guys on the team, what does a billet family mean to a player during their time with the team?
I think it's huge, just the way they take us in and make us feel at home in a different city. It's tough to move away from home for a lot of people, so I think the billets are a huge part of junior hockey. And me and Josh lived together in a little dorm room in the States before coming here, and then we moved in with the Stanleys, and it's been perfect. So very thankful to have them.
Fantastic. And you can hold on to the mic because I'm going to close it up with give me like one sentence, even one word. That's probably too short. One sentence about what can fans expect going into this playoff run and the Memorial Cup.
Just a hungry team that's ready to win.
Josh, same question. It's going to be really tough once it gets to you.
Fun and exciting hockey. So.
All right, we'll work on that. And Brady, this should be a home run. Let's go.
Yeah, just a really hardworking team that's looking to do whatever it takes. So hardcore.
This is way better than I expected. Now your turn, JP. What can you come up with?
Time to shine.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Championships.
Championships. Let's go. You're supposed to drop the mic after that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for our 2018 draft class. William Villeneuve, Jeremy Poirier, Brady Burns, Charlie DeRoche, and Josh Lawrence. Now, we mentioned there with Josh taking away a record from Jonathan Huberdeau, but that's not the only record he lost this season. We also had William Dufour taking away the goals in a season record from Huberdeau. So let's take a look at the big screen, look back at those 53 beautiful goals.
Here comes Dufour, walking in. Dufour scores!
With Lawrence, here's Dufour. Breakaway, backhander, scores! Dufour's in alone. Shot, score!
For my theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on, part and I'm getting my scream on. Ain't in the kingdom, go watch me bring home. You see a black man with a white woman at the top floor, they gon' come to your King Kong. Middle America packed in, came to see me on my black skin. Number one question they asking, can be question who is me? If I don't get ran at my Catholics, cause of conservative Baptists, claiming I'm overreacting like the black kids in Chirac. 4 in the morning, and I'm zoning, they say I'm possessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 300 Ipsis, where the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been the minutes for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it.
Long dash up ahead here for Dufour. Dufour trying to drive past Messi, and a shot, he scores.
Dufour across the middle, dropping it back. Dufour with the shot, scores!
Springs to four, scores! It goes all the way to the right side, shooting, scores!
Giacomo qui cherche le disque, on va tomber le but!
Shot, scores! And there it is, a milestone goal.
At this time, I'd like to welcome the Dufour family and William Dufour to accept a plaque commemorating this historic record. Let's give it up for William Dufour. The awards honor roll on. Now we present the St. John Airport Academic Player of the Year Award. This award is presented to the player demonstrating excellence in the classroom during the hockey season. Previous winners of this award have gone on to have success at post-secondary institutions across Canada while also continuing their hockey careers. They include Peyton Lisk, who attended Queen's University and got his Bachelor of Commerce. Michael Kirkpatrick attended St. FX, where he got his BBA. Pierre Durapeau attended the L'Université de Moncton, where he got his BBA in finance. And Jason Cameron went to STU, where he got his BA in economics. And they can all thank, I think, one person who will now come up on the stage to present this award. Please welcome from the University of New Brunswick, Shelley Reinhardt.
And I'll add that Michael Kirkpatrick actually got his MBA from UNB just last year. So they all come home eventually. So I have to say that I walked in here earlier tonight and I heard John practicing and I heard him say these words. School is so much more fun than hockey. Followed by, said no one ever. So it has been a challenging couple of years with COVID, but I have to say that the players, you know, with a little bit of prodding and a little bit of yelling have not done too bad. And so, you know, I think that the billet parents can attest to it's been a challenge, but they've met it head on. It, of course, has taken a little bit of a backseat now, I'm sure, until after the Mem Cup. But good job, boys, and thanks to the St. John Airport for continuing to support this particular award. So without further ado, we'll look at the nominees.
The St. John Airport Academic Player of the Year nominees. Nathan Raffo.
Pinball in. He scores. Nathan Drapeau.
Told you it was on all sides. Jan Kuznetsov.
And so congratulations to all 4 of the nominees. You all worked very hard this year with great academic results. And so without further ado, the winner is William Villeneuve.
Once in a lifetime, baby, it's the right time. I put on the red light. Don't you
Thanks to my teammates for the support. Thanks to my billet family. My billet brother's a great student, pushed me to do well every day. And shout out to my mom at home, who's going to be happy to see that. So thank you.
Thanks, Mom. Now, for anyone who bought a 50-50 ticket in the lobby before tonight's show, we weren't selling them, so that was a scam, so you may want to hunt down whoever you bought that from. Our next award tonight is going to be the Irving Oil Team Player Award, presented to the player who best exemplifies unrelenting composure and determination while maintaining a high level of sportsmanship. Irving Oil has long been proud to call St. John home and is deeply committed to this city and its people. Before a QMJHL game was ever played in the Port City, Irving Oil was there to partner with the St. John Sea Dogs to help bring quality hockey to the community. As one of the 2 founding partners of the team, Irving Oil has supported the Sea Dogs through the years by rallying its employees, local youth, and the community to cheer on the home team. Here to present the Irving Oil Player Award, please welcome to the stage from Irving Oil, April Cunningham.
Hello, I'm April Cunningham, and these are 2 of my 3 boys, Silas Winokur and Callum Winokur. I work in corporate communications at Irving Oil, a founding partner of the St. John Sea Dogs. And at Irving Oil, we value family and community connections. And as a mom of 3 young boys, I can say that one of the biggest thrills for my family is cheering for the home team. For Silas and his brothers, hockey is everything. Silas has been playing hockey for 2 years, and when he's not on the ice, he's checking Q-League standings or reenacting games in the basement with his brothers. Right, guys? Thank you for being his heroes. Thank you for inspiring all of us. Here are the nominees.
The Irving Oil Team Player Award. Nominees:
wake up to the sound of the silence that allows
Riley Beasley,
run around, my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that are told. When my back is
To the front, tipped in front, rebound, scores! Riley Beasley at the side of the goal, cashes in on a big rebound. Rugia made the initial stop.
Walking in, McDonald! And it's saved, it's made late, and it scores! Riley Beasley! He's late and on the...
Charlie DeRush,
Here's Connor Trennell coming in. Squires does a good job, boxing him out, but DeRush scores. Coming in, all the attention on Trennell was thought he might have had a breakaway.
Here comes Charlie DeRoche intercepting the pass. Carried over the line. Here's Francis with a assist to DeRoche. He scores! Charlie DeRoche with his second of the afternoon, redirecting a Francis pass at the back post. And
Marshall Lassard,
Circle, high slot, still with it. Cross ice, they score! Marshall Lassard, absolute sneak in the back door, one-time it.
Et le but! Oh là là!
Olivier Picard,
Finds it, fires, backstop, loose in front, They score. Picard finds the rebound. He'll get it up a little.
Here's a pass and backhander, and coming across is Picard. Peter Reynolds with a nice backhand pass to Picard, and he's on the.
Okay, guys. How do you pronounce it? And the winner is Riley Bezo.
Your words up on the wall as you're praying for my phone, and the laughter in the halls and the names that I've been called. I stack it in my mind and I'm waiting for the time when I show you what it's like to be worse fit in a mind.
Yeah, just thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
I bet him to have the shortest speech and then Dufour shows up, first award. Screws it. Taking a break from the awards, it's time to hear from the captain of the St. John Sea Dogs, a President Cup champion in 2021 with the Victoriaville Tigre. He joined the Sea Dogs in December and was named the 19th captain in team history on March 17th. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the captain of the St. John Sea Dogs, Vincent Sevigny.
1, 2, 1, 2. Good evening, everyone. I just want to talk for the player. First of all, they want me to say 3 words for win $20. So pickle, wiper, and ball game. That's done. For real, we just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. It's very appreciated by all the players. Also, we want to thank more especially all the bailiffs. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. All the people who work for the administration and make each of our games special, thank you very much. Shelly for our school, Krista for the bailiffs, and Gabrielle for our reimbursement, which are very much appreciated. Also, I would like to thank all the people who organized this event. It's a special night for all of us. To conclude, I would like to thank all the hockey staff with Trevor, Gordy, Steph, Quicks, Brian, Boots, TJ, GK, Brady, Terry, and Julian. They put some countless hours to help us succeed. However, that wouldn't be possible without Mr. McCain and his generosity. Also, a special shout out to our bus driver, Jace. Yes, sir, Jay. We are now at 3 games away from the end of the season, and I can tell you that all the players are very excited to get into the playoffs and be the team who will be the longest run. We are ready to do whatever it takes to raise the 2 cups. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you.
I only took this job under one stipulation. Doug McDonald is not allowed to attend. And yet here we are. It's now time for the Tim Hortons Most Improved Player Award. Nothing is more synonymous with hockey in Canada than Tim Hortons. They've been a longtime supporter of the St. John Sea Dogs, and of hockey in St. John, and you can't step foot in a rink in Canada without spotting parents and fans huddled around a round of double-doubles and a box of Timbits. Previous winners of this award include Mike Thomas, Tomas Chabot, and Matthew Joseph. Please join me in welcoming to the stage from Tim Hortons, Dustin Springer.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I don't want to get booed off the stage. I don't have a coat like that. I tried. So I'm here to do the Tim Hortons Most Improved Player, and the winner for that is Josh Lawrence.
I'd like to thank obviously my teammates and my coaches and my billet parents, Brad and Christina, for taking me in as a kid. And yeah, thank you.
When Dustin said short and sweet, he left off the other nominees of the award. Not his fault. It was his fault. They were Riley Bezo and Nathan Drepo. So congratulations to fellow nominees as well. A relatively newer award. Up next, we have the Deloitte Top Defensive Forward Award. This year's nominees played tough minutes against the league's best all year long. Speed, grit, putting their body on the line made them instant fan favorites, but also earned them respect from their teammates and opposing players across the league. To present this award, please welcome to the stage from Deloitte, Mark Anthony Ashfield.
Thank you, John. It's certainly a pleasure to be here, and on behalf of all of us at Deloitte, it's an honor to be a partner of the Sea Dogs and really invest back in them. You know, the team is such an important part of our community, and I'm not sure if the guys realize how much of an impact they actually have on our community, but it was just a few years ago when we were here, and Mike Thomas, who was up here tonight, we were announcing his induction into the Sea Dogs Hall of Fame, and anywhere Mike goes in this city, everybody knows Mike Thomas and the impact that he's had. And Mike left this city a champion. And each of the guys here tonight, you have a chance to leave this city a champion as well. So we certainly want to wish all of you the best of luck. We're certainly rooting for all of you and hope that you guys have a wonderful experience as well. So tonight I'm here to announce the award for Top Defensive Forward, and let's take a look at the nominees.
The Deloitte Top Defensive Forward Award. Nominees: Ravis Christians Answers.
And the winner of the Deloitte Top Defensive Award goes to Ravis Christians Ansons.
Okay, so I'm not a big speech guy, so all I'm gonna say is thank you.
Let's give it up for Bailey, everyone, our trophy handler this evening. Thank you so much. Our next award this evening is the Make-A-Wish Fan Choice Award. You picked this one. An award I tried to give to myself as an April Fool's joke back in 2020, but I promise tonight's winner is in fact a player. Here to present the award, please welcome to the stage from Make-A-Wish, Kristen McCurdy.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back in person. We're joined today with Destiny, who got this dress from her very own shopping spree that she chose for her wish. What a great twirl. I would say that I would be up there in the nominees for one of the world's best jobs. I am a glorified genie, and I love every moment of it. And I could not do what I do without the support of so many people, including the St. John Sea Dogs Foundation. Last season, we had a wish child whose wish was to watch a Zamboni clean the ice. I'm gonna cry now. So reaching out to the St. John Sea Dogs, not only did this child get to see that Zamboni many times clean the ice, they were the first people to be able to arrive to the stadium. Andre let us go in early to decorate the room. We filled it with all the Sea Dogs swag. They had their own private box. It was during the heat of COVID. This child was very immunocompromised. He got to watch the entire game, and his school recorded a video which was played on the Jumbotron during intermission, and Fleaburn waved to him. He was Fleaburn's biggest fan. Very soon after, Sebastian did pass, and in his obituary, it was mentioned about his love of the Sea Dogs. And instead of flowers brought to the funeral, they asked for balloons. So I went in proud as can be to bring him a bunch of Sea Dogs themed balloon bouquets, because there was nothing better to celebrate him. And it was so nice to be able to include you guys and make that so special to him. So thank you again so much. You guys have no idea how much you mean to these kids and to our community. So thank you for all that you do. Destiny, you want to come read the name? So Destiny's going to read off who our Make-A-Wish Fans Choice Award goes to. Jeremy Poirier.
Hold up.
Swirl.
Well, I just want to say thanks to all the fans for coming here tonight. And fans means a lot to me. I've been playing here for 4 years now, so I've been around the city a lot. So thanks to everyone. Thanks for the fans, and have a great night.
If you're sad you won't be seeing JP around the rink for too much longer heading into the years to come in the queue, his brother is about to be drafted, and he looks exactly like him. So be sure to check that out. Justin, I believe is his name. Our next segment this evening, it's going to be a message from the coach of the St. John Sea Dogs, Mr. Gordy Dwyer. A New Brunswick native, Gordy was announced the new head coach of the Sea Dogs in the summer of last year, and since then he's racked up 40-plus wins, and his team is riding a 12-game win streak. Please welcome to the stage the head coach of the St. John Sea Dogs, Mr. Gordy Dwyer.
Tough, they just got snubbed already. Hello to Dry. I was supposed to, I promised my wife I wouldn't be up here too long because I have a tendency of telling long stories, and I know the guys in the locker room kind of know that after games. And, you know, I go on a little bit long at times, and I look around the locker room and I can see William Dufour just ready to clap for me to leave the locker room. So, you know, I'm watching you right now. I got my eye on you. So I know the music's coming, so I want to start with a little joke. I heard this one this morning. I thought it was pretty funny. I said, what do you get when you cross a brook and a stream? Wet feet, right? Wet feet. So let's break the ice that way. You're welcome. Just want to stand up here. Just want to express my gratitude and my thanks to quite a few people here in the organization. And obviously, leadership starts at the top. And Scott McCain, obviously Scott here, who's not here tonight, watching probably at home here, but his leadership and his support is second to none. His presence allows us the platform to work, to create, and succeed. And it allows others as well to be part of it, to be able to cheer, you know, to laugh loud, to cry at times as well, and most importantly, dream big. So thanks to Scott for making this happen. I know that his charitable donations amongst the community are huge. His outreach is huge. And everything that Sea Dogs do for this city is really important. It's important to us and important to him. So hats off to Scott and his support as an owner. And when you look from the top down, you know, you start with Scott and you're right there with Trevor. And Trevor's the architect of this team. He's responsible for every player sitting in this room this evening. And Trevor's driven. He's extremely passionate about hockey. He's extremely passionate about his team. And most importantly, he's passionate about every player in this room. And Trevor's belief in each and every one of us has led you here, including many of the records that have been broken tonight that we've talked about. Trevor's forward thinking and his progressive views are refreshing, they're genuine, and they're an example to follow for everybody. His trust in his hockey and his business staff is empowering, and his belief in each and every player is unwavering. So just join me in thanking Trevor and his fiancée Devin for his commitment to the process. Coaching staff here, I'll go, you know, long hours being a coach. You know, you get old pretty quick being a coach, and, you know, but it can't happen without the family. So, you know, Steph Legion, not only does he work with the team's defensemen on a daily basis, and everyone's witnessed the progress there. You know, hats off to Steph and his work, but hats off to his wife, Shannon. And, yeah, sorry, I get a little emotional at times, but, yeah, hats off to Shannon and her young family of 3. So, you know, Steph, congrats. Well done. Job well done. Keep moving forward. Travis Crickard, his wife Natalie, and his daughter Leary, who are here this evening. So, you know, that's a big move for him to join our team during the season from Ontario. And, you know, he works with our forwards. He works in a lot of departments in our hockey team. And the devil's in the detail with Travis. The devil's in the detail. And, you know, we're lucky to have him on board this year. And He's been a great resource for not only the players, but the coaching staff as well. So hats off to Travis and his work. Brian Fleming, he's here tonight, everyone mentioned, but, he's here tonight. He's a goalie coach for our hockey team, but not only is he the goalie coach, he's the video coach. He's the Billet communications director. He's some hockey operations title. I don't even know. Like he does it all for our hockey team. And, it's great to see him and his girlfriend, Lindsay, here tonight. He's a man of many talents and a man of few words. So thanks, Brian, for all the work you do. Paul Boudelier, a.k.a. Boots. Boots isn't here tonight, but I'm sure he's watching at home, probably cutting this video right now, and it's going to be in your email here as soon as we leave this evening. So wonderful work with our D and the D development program this year. I know that's a lot of hockey jargon for everybody here in the stands, but it's really about teaching the defenseman how to play D. And, Boots has a ton of experience, and we're really lucky that he's willing to share that. So thanks to Boots and everything he does as well here. Give him a round. He'll enjoy that. That'll make the film tonight for sure, right? So, Jeff Kelly, partner Jen, great to see them here tonight. COVID protocols, injury reports, arms apps. And then when he finally gets a chance to work with a player, he's got a coach that's giving him the gears about getting him back on the ice all the time. So it's, Jeff, I appreciate everything you do. I know the organization appreciates everything you do for this hockey team, and the players are healthy and they're happy, and that's because of you. Thanks. Tyler J. and his fiancee, Kara, here tonight. Proud parents, proud new parents this evening of their daughter, Blair. And TJ's had a hell of a year. Let's not lie here. It's, he's always makes sure the players have all the tools that necessary to be successful. And, he's pretty successful himself. He's represented Canada twice already this year. And TJ, I'm pretty sure the best is yet to come, right? So thanks to everything you do. Terry Blizzard, Jillian Gilmore, Brady Wilson, around the locker room, I know the players respect and players obviously appreciate everything that you guys offer for the hockey team, and we can't go without here with you guys. So thank you very much as well. I'm glad Vince stepped on this and touched on this too. I think it's really important to recognize some of the people that do a lot of the work behind the scenes, and this man in particular has done a wonderful job for our hockey team. And there's a lot of long hours on the road, and we're at the mercy of someone who's operating the coach and someone that's operating that bus for our hockey team. And there's a man that's done a lot of work for our hockey team this year, and he's been a go-to guy for this hockey team for a few years, and he's got a steady hand, and he's someone that's always willing to go above for his team. So, hats off to Jason Casey here at bus driver. Attaboy, Case. Again, just to touch on it, the billet coordinators, the education coordinators, our office staff, our billet families, our sponsors, all the families that are here tonight, all our billet families, and, obviously the fans, and thanks to you guys. There's an old proverb that says that it takes a village to raise a child, and, you see that in junior hockey. We're not raising children, we're raising good young men and great young hockey players, so hats off to you guys. Okay, I'll tell a quick little story here. I swear, Will, it's coming to an end here. I know you're looking to clap, but it's a hockey story for me, but it's, you can tell me if it's factual or not after, but this is a story that I remember. One night I was driving my truck home, and my wife and I were driving home after a long hockey game, and we were going from town to town, and it was snowing out, and my truck got stuck on the side of the road. We kind of went into the ditch on a slippery road and ended up getting stuck. So we didn't have much of an opportunity. The cell phone wasn't working. So anyways, I said, I'm going to climb up. I'll walk down the road and see if someone can help us. So I saw an old home, and there was a light on. So I went to the door, and I knocked on the door. And an old farmer came out. He said, "What can I do for you, sir?" And I said, "Sorry to bother you, sir, but I have my trucks back about half a mile down the road, and we're stuck on the side of in the ditch, in the snow." I said, do you have a tractor or something that can help get me out? And he said, I don't have a tractor. He said, I got a horse. So I said, geez, all right, whatever works, you know. So I waited for the man outside for a few minutes, and I waited, and he was an old man. So anyways, he pulls out the horse from the barn. And I mean, it wasn't just a horse. It was an old horse. And it wasn't just an old horse. It was a blind horse. So I looked at the farmer and I said, are you sure this horse can pull out my truck? And he said, yeah, just give him a chance. So we walked the horse down to the truck and he hooked it to the front end. And he yelled out. He said, ho, Dusty. And the horse went to pull the truck out. The truck didn't move an inch. Right? So he goes again. I looked at him. I said, are you sure this horse can pull out this truck? He said, just give him a chance. So he sat there. He waited. I sat there and I waited. And he said, pull, Dusty. And the horse starts pulling. Truck's not moving. He says, pull, Dusty. Pull, Chester. Pull, Daisy. Pull, Charlie. Pull, Chester. Pull, Daisy. Pull, Charlie. Pull, Dusty. The truck started moving. And did this old horse, not just an old horse, but an old blind horse, pulled my truck right onto the road. Couldn't believe it. And I asked him. I was shell-shocked. I couldn't imagine that an old blind horse could pull my truck out of the ditch. And know what he told me? He says, he always did his best work with a team. Remember that one. Lots of unfinished business, all right? Thank you.
That speech was so long that horse has since passed. Those are the ones you can't write. You can't write those ones down. They happen and you pick them out of thin air. Our next award for Bus Driver of the Year will be presented by, he stood up, he started to stand up. Our next award might just be our most highly contested, the Sun Life Financial Brad Stanley Financial Services Top Defenseman Award. Not only is Sun Life Financial Brad Stanley Financial Services Limited been a longtime sponsor and supporter of the Sea Dogs, but Brad Stanley and his family have been billets with the Sea Dogs for many years. Thank you to him and his family for their continued support of the team and their contributions to the community. This award was previously won by Simon Després, Pierre Durapeau, and Thomas Chabot. Here to present the award, please welcome to the stage Brad Stanley.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to be here this evening and to be involved with this organization. Sun Life and myself have been involved with the organization for a number of years, and we are thrilled to continue it. But a greater role that Christina and I have is that we billet two of these knuckleheads, and we have a great time doing it. There's some days, I learned years ago that boys, especially between the ages of about 15 and 19, there's days you don't like them, but you love them a whole lot. And that's what happens with these guys. So it is my pleasure to be able to now enjoy the success that this team is having. The first 3 years coming home every night after a losing game was a tough battle. We can only eat so many DQ blizzards to ooze the pain. So it is my pleasure to present the award for the Defenseman of the Year Award, and the nominees are
the Sun Life Financial Brad Stanley Financial Services Top Defenseman Award. Nominees: Charlie DeRoche.
Shot scored, and it is Charlie DeRoche with a one-timer of a nice run.
Jan Kuznetsov.
Il y a beaucoup d'espace sur la patinoire. Les Sea Dogs de menace en attaque. Kuznetsov, défenseur, pour le territoire, le tir, et c'est le but! Jan Kuznetsov, à 4 contre 4, on a
Jeremy Poirier.
Backhander, they score. Poirier on the backhand. It looks like there's some heavy traffic in front of. Along the line. Up to Poirier.
Shot scored!
Vincent Sevigny.
Sevigny's back in the line now. Sevigny spins to the point. Sam Archibald. Sevigny right circle shoots and scores. Vincent Sevigny with a shot from the right circle outside the dot.
William Villeneuve.
That's a shot. Go, he scores. William Villeneuve will step in and rip it past Brady James. The Sea Dogs on the board first.
Villeneuve walking in. Villeneuve scores!
And the winner is Vincent Sevigny.
Thank you very much. It's very appreciated, but that will go for the D-Dogs. Yes, sir.
Why do you follow me out every time? She's never coming back. Before we get to our final award, just a few quick thank yous. Thank you so much to Trevor for asking me to come back when he asked me, when I was on EI and I really needed it bad. He said, what do you want to do? And I said, I wouldn't mind doing some videos, etc. I was like, what are your plans for the awards? And he said, you tell me. And I said, I'd definitely make some videos. We could put them up on social media. He said, perfect. I've rented out the Imperial Theater. You can host it. 500 people. It's not what I had in mind, but I'm happy that's how it turned out. So thank you, Trevor. Thank you to Andre, Jenna, Gabrielle, Stephanie, Shane, all the people from the office. I'm sure I'm missing 100 people. But thank you so much for all of your help in preparing for tonight. And a special shout out to Zach, who's running the video switcher, because I couldn't do that myself tonight. And all the staff here at the Imperial Theater for helping us put on this fantastic event. Thank you so much. It is now time for our final award of the evening. The Bell Alliance MVP Award is presented to the player deemed most valuable to the team. Previous winners of this award include Sebastian Auger, Matthew Highmore, and Mike Hoffman. Here to present the award, please welcome to the stage from Bell Alliance, Steve Griffin.
Thank you, John. Good evening, everybody. I'm here with my daughter, Brianna Griffin, to present the award tonight. We're very happy to be back after a hiatus due to COVID, so we'll keep it short and sweet. The nominees for tonight's award are
The Bell Alliance Most Valuable Player Award. Nominees: Philip Dowd.
It's Daoud with answer. Here comes Daoud, scores! Philippe Daoud on the 2-on-1. Daoud going into the 2-on-1. Daoud scores!
William Dufour.
Well, Sevigny saw Dufour at the back post in an easy. Oh, stolen in the zone by Lawrence and scores! Josh Lawrence swings around behind the net, picks the puck from the Moosehead defenseman, and then goes up high.
Bloqué au passage, et voilà contre-attaque. Là, c'est Villeneuve qui s'amène. 2 contre 1. Villeneuve passe de l'autre côté à Lawrence, c'est contre. Et voilà.
C'est deux. Vincent Seven.
There's a shot, they score. Antoine Sevigny will come in from the wing. That's coming. Well, that way, I don't think it was Jeff. 78.
And the winner is William Dufour.
Thank you to everyone. It was a special night, particularly for me tonight. Just want to let you know, guys, that we're ready for the playoffs, so we need you in the stands for the playoff. Thank you.
Congratulations to William. The awards are finished, but there is still one more special presentation to make. There was one group of people who doesn't get nearly enough recognition for the sacrifice, the hard work, and the compromises they make, not just during the season, but year-round. Billet families are the magical people behind the scenes who, without them, the St. John Sea Dogs would not be possible. The players have asked that they be given the opportunity to celebrate their billet families, and at this time, we'd like to welcome them on stage for a special presentation. If you can now please join me on stage, the players and their billet families. gentlemen, let's give it up one more time for your St. John Sea Dogs and their billet families who make this all possible. Thank you so much for attending this evening. We can't wait to see you at our next home game. Only 2 games to go, and then it's playoff time. Thank you so much. Drive safe, and we will see you next time.